On today's video, we're gonna decorate a fabulous lantern with a planter for outside for Christmas decorating 2020. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am so excited you're here today, and I know I tell you this all the time, but on this video, I'm gonna show you how to decorate a gorgeous lantern and a planter. I'm gonna give you step by step. It's gonna be done in 2 steps. First, we're gonna put the lantern together. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then we're gonna go outside and put the planter together, and then I'm gonna show you how it all looks put together. It's so cohesive, so sparkly, it's so pretty. Also, this is the very first video, take note, where we're gonna do Ramon's quick tips. That means that between this video, there's going to be a really quick tip that you guys will not want to miss, and we're gonna be doing that in every video, so you might wanna look forward for those. All right, well, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about every single update, because you guys, I'm dropping some surprise videos. By the way, if you have not seen the video on how to flock a Christmas tree, a wreath, and some flowers, I'm gonna link it down below, and I'm gonna put it on the icon right now. That was our first surprise video for this holiday season. All right, you guys, how about we get started? Okay, you guys, so to get this planter with a lantern started for outdoors, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a piece of garland. I have grabbed this is kind of like a centerpiece thing that you decorate. However, I like the shape. It's not quite the teardrop, it's not quite the swag. It is just a centerpiece, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna bend it right here in half, and using the bristles from this garland or from this centerpiece, I'm gonna go ahead and attach right here to the top. And I'm just gonna do a few points, that way I make sure that it's very secure and it's not gonna come crashing down on us. But as you can see, I like it because it is even on both sides. And then to reinforce it, I'm gonna grab one of these wires and I'm gonna go ahead and wire this guy down just to double secure it, because we are going to load it up. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and cut the excess of this wire. Like I said, this is just to make sure that it's not going anywhere, and trust me when I tell you it's not going anywhere. All right, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a bow, and we're gonna use the same ribbons that we're gonna use on the planter outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this plastic off. Isn't this pretty? Look, all of the glitter. And then I have this silk ribbon that is like a olive green. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just go ahead and drop both on the floor. And to make the green pop even more, I love it because it's embroidered, it's so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and put this mesh one. And what I like about the mesh one is because you can stretch it or you can pull it to make it thinner. But for this occasion, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just pull on it so it's thinner than the one on the bottom. And I love this combination. It's very natural looking and very regal at the same time. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and give it a few tails. So I'm gonna go ahead and start probably right about here. Then I'm gonna grab my bristle, because you guys are counting how many times I say bristle this Christmas series. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut right about here. We're gonna just cut right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do some loops, bringing that really pretty ribbon forward and making sure that the embroidery is forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a loop right here, then I'm gonna pinch, then I'm gonna swirl, then I'm gonna split. And I'm gonna do it one more time. So basically a smaller one, just pinch right here, and then like this. And what you wanna do with your ends, you wanna go ahead and dovetail them so they look finished. This is going to be really pretty. It's gonna have a really pretty wreath on the urn. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one down a little bit like this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail. And we wanna make sure that we do the same. So let me finish dovetailing these ribbons and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Okay, so far I just went ahead and looped this going down on both sides. And I want to point out how the ribbon just stretches, and look how pretty it looks, you guys. You can just stretch it out as far as you want. This also is going to be used in one of my Christmas trees at my house, so you will have to stay tuned for that. All right, so the next step is going to be to make a bow, and I want to make a really loopy bow. And what I like about this particular silk ribbon, it's because it really gives it a really rich look to your design, because there's nothing prettier during the holidays than rich materials to me, and it just makes it look more expensive. Look how gorgeous that just glitters and glistens. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a cute little bow, and nothing too extravagant because we're gonna use some ornaments and some picks. So maybe about a four loop bow, just to have an accent of fabric on the top and to be cohesive with the bottom, which should all be our lantern. All right, so somehow like that. So now, oops, my scissors. Sorry if I disappeared. I'm gonna cut right here. So I'm gonna cut my ribbon here, and I'm gonna cut right there. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna actually go ahead. I'm actually gonna tie it. I was not gonna tie it, but you know what? I feel like, why not? We're already doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wire, and then, how many of you start working and then you decide in the moment whether you wanna do it or not? Because I want you to know that's how I work. Sometimes I'm working, I'm like, I thought I was gonna do something, but then I decide to go against my own idea. So I know I'm not the only one out there. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just tie it with this wire right here. I'm gonna use to loop through here. So I'm gonna pull, and then I'm gonna tie this right here just to secure it. Make sure that it doesn't come crashing down, because remember, this is gonna go outside. So you wanna make sure that if you're doing any bows, they are very tight. And then I wanna show you right here how my ribbon is, and I wanna show you the trick with this ribbon. Look how gorgeous that is. Ah, oh, so pretty. Thumbs up for this ribbon. Then I'm gonna bring these tails, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give them a dovetail right here. Perfect. Once again, you can just pull on that ribbon. Look at that. How adorable is that? All right, I'm gonna finish fluffing this bow, and I'll be right back with you to show you the next step. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so we've added all of the ribbons, and I mean ribbons. Look how gorgeous that looks. Oh, I don't know if the light catches it, but it's just so pretty. So the next thing I'm going to add is gonna be some of these flocked or snow cedar picks. And I'm gonna start right here on the top, and I want it to come forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert that right there, and just grab one of your bristles and go ahead and twist it like this, and that's gonna make sure that it's secure on your garland. And I'm gonna do 2 on each side. So I want this one to elongate it down, even further down, so it cascades down. So I'm gonna grab my bristles. I'm gonna make sure that I insert into the garland, then grab one of your bristles and just twist it into this pick, and just make sure that you do secure the one on the top, but it's no science. Just use the bristles on this, and look how much texture that gave to the design. I'm gonna do the other side, and I'll show you in a second what it looks like. Keep watching. Okay, so the next item I'm going to add is going to be some of these glitter picks, and I selected some gold and some of the greens to go with our theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and add one at a time. So I just want it to be right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just once again just insert this guy like so, and then grabbing a bristle, just twist it to secure it, and look, it's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a gold one. I'm gonna take a step ladder down, and if you guys been following the channel, you know I like to talk about step ladders. What happens on the right happens on the left. What goes up must come down. Those are my rules of design that I've actually made up myself, because they help me remember where the placement of the things go. And then also, if I just keep that in mind, then I'll know that if I put something on the top, then it has to come down. And then if I put one on, I have to take a step down. All right, I'm gonna repeat on the other side, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so the next item I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add 2 of these really pretty picks with the pine cone and the pomegranate. They're on this gold, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and add it right here. And once again, by adding one of the bristles, just go ahead and grab one and then twist it, and it's sure secure to be and not go anywhere. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, right on the other side on the same place, and look at that. How pretty is that? And once again, just grab one of these bristles, twist it around, and twist it around this pine cone, and it should secure it. That easy. How cool is that? All right, you guys, so to finish it off, I have already started on the other side, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add some of this coral looking glitter stem. This is so full of glitter and so pretty. And what's going to happen is you have to give it right here a crinkle, so that way it latches onto your garland very easily. And you can just put it right there. You can glue it if you want to, but you know what I always tell you, not to glue it, because then you can take it apart at the end of the season and then just reuse it. But as you guys can see, I'm just going on a step ladder motion, once again going down. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my bristles and secure this one right here, just with a little tip to make sure that it's not going anywhere. I need to make sure that, yep. I'm gonna do one more at the bottom, and then we'll be done, and we'll go outside and put the lantern together so you guys can see it all put together. So keep watching. Pause this video. I want to invite you guys to come over to Instagram and follow me around, because I will be doing some exclusive content just for Instagram this year. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing out. All right, let's get back to the decorating. All right, you guys, so we are outside, so excuse the noise. There's cars going by, but I just want to talk about this urn that I'm gonna set my lantern on. So I went ahead and put a wreath down, and I secured it with wire, so that way it's not moving and it's not going anywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some of the same snow picks, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert this and just twist it with my bristle. We're gonna secure it so it's not going anywhere. Now, always remember, when you're doing a wreath, always go the same way. Keep that in mind, and you'll always have a balanced look. So just do a clockwise motion and then continue to go, and make sure that you make them go droop down or go down, because that way it looks more intentional. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another one right here. Then I have a few of these really cute sprays, like this one right here. So I'm gonna add right here and just twist a few bristles in between, so that way it's snowed all the way around. I have all of my product here on the floor ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert this guy right here, and just like I said, open this up and then grab some bristles and just twist them in. So the second thing I'm gonna go ahead and add is some of these picks of glitter pine. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Look at the sparkle, so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a curvature, and I'm gonna add one right here, remember, going down. Then I'm gonna go ahead and twist one of my bristles to hold it in. I'm gonna go ahead and always make sure that you fluff every single thing that is wire. You wanna go ahead and lift it up, then give it a curvature down and insert into your design like this. And just grab one of your bristles and twist it into the stem, so that way it looks more intentional. I have a few more of these to go, and I just absolutely love this, how beautiful it looks. Nothing says Christmas like glitter to me. All right, so always, like I said, following that clock motion, you're gonna go ahead and grab some bristles, twist them around. I have two more to go. As you guys can see, this is super fast. This is no fuss design, what I call no fuss design. Let me see, I go like this. Then this one needs to come down to always maintain that shape. And just go ahead and grab some of these bristles. This is one of the best secrets I can give you guys, to always work with a garland or a wreath. And every time that I do a centerpiece, whether it's for fall, for spring, or for Christmas, I like to use some greenery garland, because it really does give you that support that you need for your product. So it's one of the best kept secrets in the industry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tie right here. And as you guys can see, it's looking a lot fuller already with all of these picks of greenery. But now, before I add any other greenery, I'm gonna go ahead and add my ribbon. So I'm gonna use whatever I have left over from our lantern, and I'm gonna go ahead and just layer them the way I did. I'm gonna start right here, and I'm gonna pinch. Then I'm gonna go ahead and, with my bristles, just attach. Now I want these loops to really be visible, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a pretty big loop. Then I'm gonna pinch, and I'm gonna come down, and I'm gonna grab some bristles, and I'm going to attach. And I just love this. Look how cool. Chunk, chunk. And it just gives you that really big loop. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna continue going back this way. You know, I'm not a big fan of working outdoors just because of the noise, but we figured would give you a different look by coming out here and showing you guys how to decorate this lantern on a planter. Look at that, just pulling that ribbon and it makes these really big loops. It looks very festive. I'm gonna go this way. Once again, just do about, I wanna say 8 to 10 inches. Lay like this, go down and grab a bristle and twist. And look at that, just separate it and then pull that ribbon. That is so pretty. It's worth every penny. I cannot wait to use it in my own house this holiday season. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one more right here. You know, I'm thinking that we might give you a quick tip on this video. There is a reindeer that I wanna show you guys how to make cohesive with this. So I'm gonna do one more right here. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this Christmas series. I'm having so much fun decorating for the holidays, and I really hope that you are enjoying it as much as I am. Sorry if I'm hunched over, but this is really low. I'm gonna go ahead and add right here. Just tie it with my bristles. And look at the magic of this ribbon. It really opens up. The silk one really shows. And I have just enough to do a few more loops right here. Remember to pinch and go down on the garland. And look at that. And just like magic, open that ribbon up and split him. Oh, so pretty. All right, I'm gonna finish this and I'll be right back with you with the next step. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so far we've added the wreath that we secured with a wire down. Then we added a few picks of snowed flocked cedar and some glitter cedar, and then after that I added these beautiful ribbons. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of these garlands. They have the copper and the gold in it, which is gonna go well with our theme. But I wanna start right here on the front because we're gonna swag it. So I'm gonna let it hang a little bit. Then I'm gonna grab one of my bristles. Once again, I'm gonna twist it into the garland. Then I'm gonna let it hang down a little bit, and then I'm gonna come up. Instead of using the big ornaments like I used on the lantern, I want to use this garland. You don't have to have the same element, but you do have to have something that is similar, so that way it ties it all together. Then I'm gonna go down right here. I'm gonna bring my ornament and just grab my bristle and twist it around to secure it. And as you guys can see, it looks really, really festive. So I'm gonna go over on this side real quick. Sorry if I cross you. I'm gonna go right here where I left off. I'm gonna twist it onto my ornament, the very first one. Just secure that down, and then I'm gonna grab this garland, then I'm gonna go all the way down, and I'm gonna come up again, and then I'm gonna secure right here. All you have to do is bend that bristle, then go down one more time. And if you have a patio that you see all sides, that you wanna make sure that you finish all sides, if you have a patio that you only see perhaps from the front, then that's all you have to do. So we're gonna stop right here. Then the next thing I'm gonna add is these beautiful picks of the same cedar that is glitter. However, this one has some of these lime green pine cones, and I also love them. So I'm gonna start right here on the top. So it is all about layering. You wanna layer this right here, grab a bristle and twist it in. And I have some other ones right here. Now, like I mentioned before, you wanna make sure that everything that has a wire, you wanna attach and fluff and separate, because you'll get more bang for your buck by doing this, because you really get the full effect. I call this the money maker. So this is your money maker, and you want to make sure that you show it. All right, so add right here. Remember, going all in the same direction. And if you get your ribbons flat, don't worry about it. We'll go ahead and fluff. So I'm gonna go ahead and add right here, like this. I have a few more. So if you only have a certain amount, I really recommend you separate them. And like right here, I have 4, so I have to make sure that these 4 really cover all of my wreath. So I'm gonna come this way right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and secure and grab one of those bristles, and like I said, I just twist it around and play with this. And I have one last one that I'm gonna go ahead and add. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fluff these guys right here, and then I'm gonna twist it coming on the same direction as the other one. I'm gonna insert it, and just with the garland, secure it right here. Point it down and fluff your bows. All right, I have a few more elements. Let me get them all ready and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so one of our last elements is gonna be the same pick that has a pine cone and the pomegranate, because I was gonna bring some of the matte color. There's a lot of glitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna set them right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start right here, and I'm gonna insert my pick, and then once again, just grab a piece of garland and twist it around to make sure you secure it, and make sure it hangs down, because it really does look more intentional if you just let it hang down. And I'm gonna bring one right here, and twist my garland right here, and then separate it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bring one right here. Remember, always pointing down, so it looks like it's just melting from your garland going down. This is looking really good. All right, now I have one more that I'm gonna put over here in the back, and I'm gonna grab a piece of garland or a bristle. I'm gonna bring it forward. At this point, it's getting really packed, and that's how I like it. You know, I have this theory that just when you think you're done, double it, then you'll be done. All right, like that. So now what I wanna do is I wanna make sure that my most beautiful part of this is the ribbon. I wanna make sure that I bring it up, both of them, and they really show, because they tend to get flat like right here. So you wanna make sure that you just pull them up. All right, so the last thing I wanna add is going to be the same glitter picks that I added on the lantern, which is what really gonna tie it all together. They're these sparkly coral looking picks. Just get my bend right here, and at this point you can just look at that insert, and it looks so beautiful, so sparkly. And you just wanna make sure that you put one up, one down. For continuation, you do one up here, then the next one you wanna go down over on this side. Then we went down, now I'm gonna go up right here. Just go ahead and pull at this point, like I said, it's getting really tight. Then I'm gonna go down over on this side, like this. And then I'm gonna go up right here, like this. And I think that's it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring the lantern, put it all together, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so this is the end result. I absolutely love the way this looks. It has a natural look, yet very glittery and very holiday-like. I went ahead and put some Christmas trees on the inside, some Mercury ones, and some glitter ones, along with a beautiful finial, and I just think it looks absolutely stunning. Can you imagine these two of these flanking your door this holiday season? It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way it turned out. If you enjoyed it as well as I did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. All right, you guys, so for today's quick tip, I just wanna show you how to spruce up this really cute reindeer neck. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab this garland, and any garland will do, but I do like this one because it's a little bit snowed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap this around his neck. No rhyme or reason, I just want him to look like he just went to the forest and got tangled up in some of this really pretty garland. So once you attach it, what you do need to make sure is that you fluff it a little bit. So if there's any flyaways, make sure that they fly away, and let it also sweep up and down. You wanna make sure that it really looks intentional. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab this piece of ribbon right here. And before I attach it, it's gonna be his scarf. I'm gonna hang down some tails. All right, so I'm gonna go make sure that I put it right here. It's kind of like a scarf, but it's really not. It's going to be a bow. Then I'm gonna go ahead and tie that real quick. So I'm gonna have 3 bows right here. Then I have pre-made a bow already, and I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull one of my tails through here, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach this guy now. The ends are already dovetailed. I went ahead and did that to save some time, but you know, if I come to your house and your dovetails are not, I'm gonna ask you for a pair of scissors. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fluff all of these tails, and look how cute this is. Really simple, really quick. And the only other thing I'm gonna add is gonna be some of these pine cones, and it's going to be a focal point. So I'm gonna add 3. You know that if you've been watching this channel, you know I like to add sets of 2s, 3s, and 1s. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one right here, making sure that my reindeer doesn't fall. Then I'm gonna go ahead and attach another one over to the top. I want it to be a cluster, so they have to be together, of course. So just make sure that you swirl that wire right there. See, I'm telling you, it wants to fall off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attach the last one, which is going to be right here, right next to them. So this one I'm just gonna swirl with this one right here to make it cluster together by hiding this wire. Then you wanna go ahead and fluff all of these pretty bows like this. Make sure all of your dovetails show. And look at that. Really quick, really simple, very striking. What do you guys think? All right, everyone, well, that's all I have for today, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I sure had so much fun showing you how to decorate a planter and a lantern. And how about that quick tip? If you guys enjoyed the quick tips, be sure to leave the hashtag quick tip so that I know that you are interested in more. I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this theme and if there's any future videos you want to see for this holiday season. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about every single update. This Christmas season, I promise you, you will be dazzled. Consider subscribing and you can watch more videos right now. Thank you guys, and until next time, bye.